Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to Jesse's Garage. We're excited to have you once again. And guess what? I think today I'm going to try to wrap up the toolbox tours. I know you're probably getting tired of all these toolbox tours. And I told you when I gave you the garage tour, I had a lot of toolboxes. And so in fact, you know what? I'm kind of getting tired of doing those too. I want to get back to the variety of things. So we have two more toolboxes. I'm hoping I can get through them today. And so they're not as full, so they don't have as much as some of the other ones that we've been covering. But so we're going to cover some SK, and we're going to cover some other miscellaneous brands, some department store brands, and then also some Plum. And so I know some of you folks out there collect some of those Plum tools, and so I'll show you some of mine as well. So without further ado, you ready? You tired of waiting? I am too. Let's get into it. Here we go. Okay, we are here at one of our 46-inch boxes. And so opening up the top drawer of the white box, we have a white one and a black one that we're going to try to tackle. Now this white box on the top drawer is going to be my SK drawer. So you can see I have a couple little boxes here. I have some sockets, I have some ratchets. I have a variety of different things that way. Just kind of briefly run through them. I have some more SK type stuff, but I just don't have it cleaned up or put over here yet. So as we start off over here on our left hand side, you can see if I move the camera just a little bit more, I have a socket rail over here. And so these are some older SK sockets here. So as we go through and look at them, so SK and this are the 401. So this is 401 series. This is 401 36, I think is what it is. And so, but anyways, so SK stuff, I like it, but man, it's abundant in my area. So we get a lot of SK, or at least I find a lot of SK stuff. In fact, I have a lot more that I need to clean up. But anyways, I got that one there. Let's see, I forgot the size. So this was a 1 1/8, it looks like here. And so it goes from 1 1/8 on this rail, incidentally. So I put that back in place. And then if I come back over here to the smallest one, it looks like, well, actually, this is an SK Wayne. That one was just an SK. So there we go. Probably this is the smallest one. And that's going to be a 7/16. I don't know how that SK Wayne got in there. But anyways, so it kind of goes from there. So I'm going to put that socket over here somewhere else. And so actually I'll put it right back in there for just the time being. But anyways, so those are just SK. And so those are 1/2 inch. And then I got a 3/8 inch set here. And so this is SK as well. So this one here is 13/16, I believe. And so 1/2 inch, 3/8 inch. And so, you know, I just try to go through and piece them together as much as I can. So these are 12 points, and then I got some 6 points that I'm building up a set on. And then underneath it, you probably couldn't see it, but I have this little tiny socket set that I picked up. I think it was at an auction or something like that. A little 1/4 inch, as you can see there, little 1/4 inch SK Waynes. And so that's kind of cool. I think this one is 1/2 inch. So that's just this little set was just kind of cool, I think. So it kind of goes all the way down to, let's see if I can keep twisting it in my fingers. So this one's going to go down to, can't hardly read it. 9/32, I think it is. Maybe you can see it better on the camera. But anyways, so I haven't done anything with this. I just kind of left it as is. But it's kind of a neat little set, don't you think? So I love that. So anyways, we're doing there. So that's what we have. And then over here in some of our boxes, if I open it up, see if I can kind of scoot everything up a little bit. So this one here, I got a SK Professional Tools box, it looks like, according to the label. And so as we go through the ratchet here, let's see here, there it is, 45170. But look how clean that is. Man, that's just nice, isn't it? So I haven't done anything to this set. It was just laying in here. So I got some 12 points over here, some shallows, and then I also got some 6 points that are over here. And this set just turned out real nice. And like I said, I just bought it like that. So that's one that I have. Not all of them are like that though. So let's see on the next one that we have here. So I'm trying to piece together this set. A little bit larger on the socket set here. Now these are all 6-point incidentally on this particular one. And so I'm looking at this one here, and this one goes up to 13/16, as you can see. And then I have a ratchet, and then I have an extension. Oh, there is one 12-point in there. But anyways, that's what I'm trying to build up as far as a set in that one there. Let's see, I got a little shallower box. This one, I haven't done anything with any of these boxes because I'm still trying to find that green. I know you guys gave me some suggestions. I went out and bought some different colors, but I just haven't been able to find the color that I'm satisfied with. But anyways, this one is on the inside SK Wayne. So it has a little spinner handle on here, a little 1/4-inch set. And so, my goodness, that's just kind of pretty in it. I love those things. And so they have some deep wells that are in there. So that's what's in that box. And then I have several of these little boxes. So this is just sockets in this one here. And so as we go through, some 6-point sockets on that box. This one here is another one. So this is an older set of SK tools. So it has a bunch of 1/4-inch, and so it has a ratchet, a bunch of extensions, breaker bar, some different things like that. And so that's what's in this little box. I got a couple more little boxes. Let's bust them open and see. Another spinner handle. I got another breaker, or no, not breaker bar, a ratchet, a little extension, some sockets in that one there. And then the last little box that I have, same type of thing. And so, as I mentioned, SK doesn't seem like I have any trouble finding some SK stuff around here. In fact, I got to let it go. I got to stop getting it. So you might notice a little black box that I kind of refinished a little bit. But it does have that SK Wayne logo inside here. So I happen to have a wrench in there, it looks like. I didn't even remember I had a wrench in there. But anyway, some sockets that I haven't quite cleaned up yet. But I think everything inside this box, I think it's probably SK Wayne, yeah. And so it's all SK Wayne's type stuff in this box. And so I think I probably started to put that together early on. And I've just been trying to keep all that kind of good stuff. So from there, I got some wrenches. And so I actually got this drawer and probably another little bit of a drawer that I'm trying to get myself organized with. But so this is a double box in, offset 13/16, 7/8. And then some double, or this was a double open. And now this one's a little different version, SK Electrolyte. And so 15/16, 1-inch. Let's see here. Here's another SK Wayne. As we go through and look at it here, this is a combination wrench, C28, and it's a 7/8 inch. This one's pretty crunchy. Man, this one was just roached out big time. So I just kind of took it down, and I just kind of threw some bluing on it just to kind of keep the rust from coming back. So that's an old SK Wayne as well, C36. But anyway, so there's that. I got some extensions over here. Got a T-bar that we have coming on this side of 40152. So I have that. Let's see, I got this SK, a Diamond SK pump pliers that are here. Then I got some breaker bars. So I got 2 breaker bars. I got this long handled ratchet, and so and things still works really good. So I forget, that's probably like a 15-inch or something like that. So I got that. Check out this bad boy. Man, that sucker's huge. 3/4-inch extension here, so 47161. And so, man, look at the size of that thing. See if I can hold it up to the camera. not that you could tell. But anyways, so I picked that bad boy up there. Let's see here. And this one here also had I found this, man, it looks like pretty much brand new. I mean, check out the condition of this little torque wrench. So an old-fashioned torque wrench that we have there. So I love that. And then on this side, I just got a variety of different ratchets. And so let me see if I can move you closer to this side of the drawer now. So that way we can kind of get a little bit better look here. So let's see if I can move this camera down. There we go. And so as we go through, I already talked to you about my long handled ratchet, and then the breaker bars. Got some 1/2 inch stuff here, a bunch of 3/8 inch, and I don't have any 1/4 inch. They're all inside those little drawers as we speak over there. So that's the top drawer of the white box that we have here. And so as we come through, let's see if we can kind of get an idea of what this box has right here, this drawer. So this is just a little bit of Billings that I have here. So I don't have a lot of Billings, but I do have some. So I got some wrenches, as you can see here. So this is a double box in offset. So this is 8033C. And so there's that. Another straight double box in here. And so anyways, this is the Vitaloy, by the way. So there's that. I got a couple of those wrenches there. I got some other ones that are here, some miscellaneous sockets. Probably this is kind of a cool find. Check out that Billings ratchet that we have right here. So man, how beautiful is this thing? Look at that lever, by the way. Man, look how fat that thing is. I'm just not used to seeing it. Anyways, I refinished this one and I blued the center that way. And so what do you think about that? I personally, for me, I love this thing. So I think that's cool. So anyways, I have that. That's all I have for Billings. So I don't find a lot of Billings, but when I do, I try to hold on to it that way. And then this drawer here, just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. I got some Husky. I got some VL check over here. And so that's about what I have over here. Just a bunch of miscellaneous. Now remember on that other toolbox a couple tours ago, I had some vintage Husky. This is newer Husky, because remember the vintage had that long underline between the H and the Y. So this one's a little bit different. Oh, and then this one here, let's see if I can lower this down more. I don't know if I can. Yeah, there we go. And so as we're going through and looking at this drawer, this is going to be my Sears drawer. I told you I had some department store collections that I have going on. So this is Sears. So I got some double box end over here offset. I got some combination wrenches. And then I got some double open ends over here. Got some pipe wrenches. I got some ratchets over here. I got some other sockets. And so those are 1/2 inch. It looks like sockets. I do have some 1/4 inch stuff going on. Got this old Sears Craftsman tape measure that I found. So kind of threw that inside the mix. Anyways, this is only Sears that I have here. So for the sake of time, we won't go through that, but that's what this drawer is. And then just solve the curiosity, not that I have much in here, but that's where I keep my orbital sander, my heavy duty drills. I got a router that's corded, and then my cordless Milwaukee. You guys have seen some of my other Milwaukee tools. And so this little Plum router, love this thing. Man, I use that thing all the time in my woodworking. So there's that. Okay, so from there, let's kind of scoot the camera off to the side a little bit, and let's see what we have here. So this is going to be just another miscellaneous drawer. Again, I remember up here, we had the SK. So this is kind of where my staging for more SK stuff. So that's what I have here. Just kind of miscellaneous wrenches that I'm trying to put together that way. All right, so there's that. This one here, remember I did some videos a while back, and we had some brands that you guys said, hey, those India wrenches are not bad. And so you might want to keep those. So I still have them right here. And then over here, I got some Black Hawk, and this isn't all my Black Hawk. Remember those little U.S. General boxes that are sitting on the other side? I need to move it over here. And so put all my Black Hawk together. I should have done that before I did this. Anyways, I got a breaker bar here. It's like an 18 inch or so breaker bar. So this is a 49988 is what it looks like there. So, and then got a speed wrench as well. And then a miscellaneous wrench that's double box in. And so I didn't get a chance to straighten up my next drawer here, so I'm kind of embarrassed. I'm sorry about that. But I want to get all these tours out of the way. And so these, incidentally, are going to be my J.C. Penney collection. And I know you guys are probably saying, who in the world collects J.C. Penney? Well, I tell you what, this guy does. And so here we are. It is some double open end wrenches here, and I think my largest one incidentally goes up to 15 16ths, and then it's 1 inch on this side. And so so that's what I have there. And then all my open end is over here. Got my combination wrenches over here. Looks like my largest one likely is 13 16ths. And so, but man, look at that. They just look, I haven't polished them. I haven't done anything to them. I just threw them in the drawer. So I got several of those. I got some socket sets over here, building up another socket set. In case you're wondering, what does a J.C. Penney ratchet look like? Well, here you go. This is what it looks like. So it says J.C. Penney on this side. And so this is a 1/2 inch drive, and man, it sounds good. You know, it's kind of a coarse tooth, but that's not bad. So we got a 1/2 inch there, and then I have a 3/8 inch drive over here as well. So we have that, and then up here, incidentally, over here in this corner, I kind of got it mixed in a little bit, but that's my Kmart up here. So I got some Kmart up there. Got this little box that has some Kmart stuff in it, and so some of you young guys, maybe you don't remember Kmart or TG&Y. Incidentally, yes, I do have some TG&Y. You might remember one of those early videos. We scored a couple of these. Man, that brings back some memories. And so that department store. Anyways, that's my J.C. Penney, Kmart, and TG&Y drawer. I got a little bit of pin ends over here as well. And then the last big drawer that we have is just going to be some tool pouches. And so I have that there. And let's see, what else do I have in here? Oh, I got a little kit for making chopsticks. So I make some chopsticks. This little thing down here, incidentally, is for my pen blanks. And when I turn some pins, I can do some of that. So anyways, there's that. So there is that toolbox. So now let's move over here to this side. Let me get reset up and I'll be right back here, okay? All right, so let's start off the reverse this way. Down here I just got some hard hats and some face shields, so nothing special in there. This drawer right here, nothing special in here either, other than it looks like I have a bunch of miscellaneous Stanley and Exolite. And so that I've collected. But man, you want to talk about a big old Exolite screwdriver? Look at that. That sucker's huge. In fact, I don't even know how big that doggone thing is. I don't even have a tape measure here. But if I were to say, I'd say this thing is probably about 30 inches. Man, look at that. And so that thing is massive. And so, in fact, it doesn't even fit in my drawer this way. I have to put it at an angle like that. But anyways, a bunch of Stanley. Pick it up for zero, hardly nothing. Just threw it in here. Anyways, it just accumulated over the years. The next one here, get this. So I have some Powercraft, and so I do collect a little bit of Powercraft as well. See if I can show that off a little bit better. So if I open up the drawer, so I have some sockets over here. I think Brandon sent us these, and then I'm starting to build another set. This 1/2 inch, I'm trying to build a 3/8 inch set over here. I got a couple open end Powercraft, let's see here, wrenches. And so that's kind of cool. Let's see, 15 16ths, 1 inch on this side. So there's where we're going. Got an extension, some other Powercraft, another version of a double open end. I got some different ratchets over here on this side that I have as well. And then I have this little tiny box that I picked up. It has a little ratchet, a couple breaker bars in it, and then a bunch of little sockets. I am missing one. I'm on the hunt for that one. So one of these days I want to find that bad boy. But anyway, so this is my little Powercraft box that I put together that way. All right, and so from there, let's see, this one. Oh, this one is another department store. So that department store, incidentally, was Montgomery Ward's, and that's what this is as well. So we have some Ward's wrenches over here. So Ward's Lakeside, actually, on this one here. And so that's what I have there. Coming down, I have a Ward's Master. I haven't even cleaned this one up. I just picked it up. So this is a Ward's Master. And then I got a little punch that says Ward's Master. I got a hammer. Let's see here. You can barely read it, but I believe it's Ward's Master as well. And so, man, look at that. Wow, that's pretty, huh? And so I worked hard at getting this thing back together. I didn't want to lose the logo, so I only went so far. But I blew the head of the hammer, and then that part there I chromed out. So this is an old Riverside, and so double box in offset. Over here I got ratchet. So with my Ward's ratchet that's here. So man, that thing it cleaned up real nice as well. So I have it in a 1/2 inch, and then I also have it in a 1/4 inch. Let's see here. So this is a Ward's Master actually. But man, that's kind of sweet looking for me. I love those. And then this little box has my Ward's Riverside, I think. Yeah, Ward's Riverside set. And so I didn't do anything with the box. I just cleaned up the tools. And so all that's in here is a complete set of sockets, and then I have the breaker bar that goes with it as well. So that just kind of sits right inside there, just like that. And voila. So that's there. Got some miscellaneous sockets that I've been trying to build on. So that just going to build over time. Scoot the camera over just a little bit more. Let's see what else we have. In the bottom drawer is going to be my caulking guns. So I just have a bunch of miscellaneous caulking guns. I got a Milwaukee battery powered caulking gun here that is pretty cool. Man, that thing kicks out some caulking like crazy. So there's that. Let's see here. This drawer, oh yeah, this is my Bonney drawer, and then some other Mercedes and BMW and Dunlop and some other miscellaneous tools that are over here. But then over here on this side, I got some Bonney. And so I got this Bonney ratchet here. And so this one is a, looks like a T702K maybe. So that's a Bonney. But, and so I have some other little stuff. I got a breaker bar, that's a Bonney. Let's see, I got some wrenches. And so that's about all. I don't have a lot of Bonney over here on this side. Oh, check this one out. I do have this. This is a cool Bonney. And so check out this one. I think I had it on my shelf the other day, but I'm trying to get prepared with you guys. I kind of moved it down here. And so we didn't really talk about it. You may have just seen it in the video, but it has that little pin lever that's right here. Man, how sweet is that? It says T704 on this side, and it just says Bonney USA over here on this side. Now I did go ahead and clean this one up when I got it, just because it was so neat with that pin lever. I love that, and so I kind of took advantage of the time, and I cleaned that up. And then check out this spud wrench that I have here. And so, man, goodness, look at that. So it's 1 1/16, I think it is, on this side. You can see my Bonney USA 907, and you can see where it is there. So that's cool. Love that. Just a bunch of miscellaneous sockets. I don't run across Bonney on this side of the state line very much at all. So this drawer is just a bunch of Thorson. So I got a bunch of miscellaneous Thorsons in here. Again, I got some bigger wrenches in here, up to 1 inch it looks like. And then I got some other combination wrenches. I got a bunch of, in fact, let me scoot the drawer in just a little bit. Got a bunch of ratchets of all sorts here. Some of them I've cleaned up and addressed, and some of them I have not. But anyways, this is just my Thorson drawer that I have here. All right, so this one here, what is this? Oh, this is my Wizard drawer. And so some of you guys, I think if I've read the comments correctly, some of you guys like some Wizard stuff. And so here I got a ratcheting wrench that's over here. So that's Wizard. I love those. Man, I just like these, that logo for Wizard, and then it has some of them, it has these arrows or these lines. that go through there. So there's that. A bunch of miscellaneous wrenches. And then got a breaker bar. Check out this breaker bar. Man, that's sweet in it. And look at the condition for how old that is. And I didn't even do nothing to it. So I got that. I also got the 1/2 inch ratchet in a Wizard as well. Man, that thing is sweet. Look at that round head right there. Man, that's just beautiful. Flat handle. So I love that. Got a bunch of miscellaneous extensions there. I do have a 1/4 inch. I think you guys have maybe seen this one in a video before. So I've got a 1/4 inch that matches this over here. So I love that. Oh, get this. I found this at an estate sale the other day. It's a box knife that says Wizard. Man, I never ran across that before. Haven't got a chance to clean it up yet, but oh my goodness. So it says Wizard, and then it says on this side, 4H6399. And so, man, made in USA, blades are inside, it says. But look at that, man, I just love that design right there. So anyways, I thought I'd show you that. I picked up a speed wrench that's Wizard. Got some other stuff here. Got a pair of vice grip type things over here. Bunch of sockets. And these are all Wizard. I haven't even cleaned them up. I just kind of put them here. And so on these ones here, you can see that fluting that's right there. And then it says Wizard, and then of course they go up in size that way. So anyways, those are cool. Love that. And so anyways, that's my Wizard drawer. Got a couple of deep wells over here on this side, but that's my Wizard drawer. Okay, and then my top drawer. All right, so let's see if I can kind of lift this up just a little bit for us, and then that way we can kind of take a peek at what we have in our top drawer, and then you can kind of tell me what you think. So this is my Plum collection. And so I've been trying to collect some Plum over time here. So we'll start off in the back end. So I think Luke brought me over this one, maybe I believe. And so check out that Plum. Man, it's 1 1/4 inch on this side. This side over here is actually a little bit bigger, 1 7/16 inches. It's kind of upside down, but you can see it. Man, look at that. That sucker is huge, huge. So it kind of spans this. Now remember, this drawer, it's in a 46-inch box. This thing, it takes up literally more than half, or just right about half of the drawer that's right here. Because remember, the lock is right here, so it's about half of that. And then I talk about a spud wrench. I happened to find at an estate sale a spud wrench that's a Plum. And so, man, that's just beautiful, isn't it? So we got that. I picked up this Plum extension here, and so I was at an auction, and just by fluke I just walked in, and everything was going pretty good dollar, and I had a bunch of old rusty stuff, and I took a chance and bought this for like $1 or something like that with a whole box of other wrenches, and I didn't even know what it was. I just thought, well, that's a pretty good size. I'll go clean that up and see what it is, and lo and behold, it was a Plum. So 3/4 inch extension here, so I love that. That's a great find for me. And then I got a breaker bar here. But what I really like about Plum, incidentally, if you don't know anything about them, look at that. It's that pebble handled is what they call it. A pebble handled Plum. And so notice it has, they spell it with that diamond in the middle there. But my goodness, now this is a 5468. And so, but look how beautiful that pebbling is right there. So this is the breaker bar that is the pebble. I happen to have a 3/8 inch ratchet as well, and so man, that just is a beaut. And so notice how that is right there, 5249. And so man, so I have that. So this one here is a different style of Plum that we have here, and this isn't a 1/4 inch. I believe it's a 9/32 inch. And so that's a different kind of ratchet that we have there. And then as we go through, we have the other Plum that I have here. I picked this one up. I haven't even looked at it or played with it, but it's missing a screw. Oh, I remember I bought this at a pawn shop, and it was broken here and missing a screw. It still works. It's just not as perfect. And so I picked it up. I got the guy down to $5 is what I bought it for. And I thought, you know what? If nothing else, you know what? I don't mind it's injured a little bit. Somebody abused it, but that's all right. I'm that guy that's going to take it in. So I picked it up and brought it home anyways. And so that's my $5 fine. And so here's another version of it that's not broken. But this one does have some owner's marks in it. But again, that pebbling that's right there. And then of course I got some different breaker bars. This particular one has that same pebble. And so inset there, another one there. Check out these wrenches. And so if I close the drawer just a little bit, double box end wrench, but it has the same pebbling there. 1 1/16 on this side, 15/16. Oh my goodness, look how beautiful that is. Man, it's just a gorgeous wrench. So this is the 1147. And so, my goodness, I love that. So as we go through, I got kind of a set started here on double box end. So it goes from that largest and my smallest on a double box. It's not consecutive all the way through, but this one is a 3/8 inch and a 5/16 on this side. But consecutive, I go down to 5/8 and 9/16. And so that's what that looks like there. And so, my goodness, love that. Love it, love it. Now this says 1130 on this side, by the way. And so, so there's that. And then I have the same kind of thing over here in regards to combination wrenches. So I've been trying to build a set there. And then as we go through and move the camera over just a little bit to this side of the drawer, I got some double open end over here. Remember that box that I picked up that was over there on that other side? I picked up this little box for that said Plum. So I've been trying to work on that. I'm not done. So just been trying to kind of clean that up a little bit. I happened to, in my travels, shopping around, I happened to find this adjustable wrench, and it says Plum as well. So I happened to find that. I got a pair of cutters that's here that says Plum, and then some other breaker bars. Now these breaker bars, this one says WF7, and so it's a little bit different size. I got some breaker bars over here, some T-bars and such like that. Down here, I got some sockets that are miscellaneous that I've just been trying to put together. And now these 1/4 inch ones that are here are going to eventually go inside this box when I get it done. Okay, and then the last side of this drawer is going to be here, and this is going to be instead of the pebble handle, these are just the straight. I forget what they call those. It's slipping my mind right at the moment here. But you can see they are a different version of Plum that we have here. So I start off with my double open end on this side, so this section, and then I go into my combination wrenches, which is all I have in this one is here, but my double box end goes all the way up over here, and the largest I have in this one is 1 7/16 inches on that side and 1 1/4 on this side. So you can see this has a little bit of an offset as well. In fact, I think Kirk brought that over to me, if I'm not mistaken. Then some of these other ones I just picked up along my travels that way. Oh, I forgot I had a couple of punches that are here. So those are kind of cool, kind of odd shaped punches. So I got a couple of those and so on and so forth. That's my Plum drawer. So I don't know, do you collect Plum? And if you do, what kind of collection do you have? Maybe you can put that down in the comments. We'd love to hear that because I'm just plumb crazy for some Plum. All right, so that's what I have here. Let me go ahead and get reset up and I'll be right back here. Okay, and we are back now. Man, we are done. Can you believe that? I have no more toolboxes to show you. That's it. And so as we get going, that wraps up the tour of all the series that we have going on here. Who knows, maybe next year we'll do an update and let's see how it's grown or shrunk. Maybe we got rid of some stuff. Who knows where it goes in a year from now. But anyways, that was our SK, our Plum, and then a bunch of other miscellaneous brands, department stores and such like that. What was your favorite? Did you have a favorite? Or maybe you're thinking, hey, Jesse, you just collect a bunch of junk. And I get it if that's what you think. But you know what? To me, it's gold. I love it. And so, and that's all that really matters, I think, in my life. I just want to be happy. And that makes me happy, by the way. And so anyways, if you have a favorite, please tell us what it is. If you have a little bit of that collection, maybe tell us a little bit about that. We love it. And so from here, we're moving on. In probably our next video after this, we're going to try to get caught up on our 1,000 subscriber giveaway. And so, you know, you probably ought to comment on this one here because, well, that's probably going to get you into the entry. So if you don't want to, yeah, if you don't want to comment, I get it. Yeah, and so no big deal. If this is your first time here, by the way, please go through and do us a favor and subscribe to the channel. We'd love to have you join. We're having all kinds of fun around here, I think. And so, and then make sure you hit the like button. YouTube likes that. It helps our channel grow. And can you believe that, man, we were just talking about 1,000 subscribers, and I think the last time I looked, we were over 1,100. So I don't know where it's at today. I haven't looked, but as we get going, we're having fun. So again, thank you so much for enduring my long videos and all these different toolboxes. I know you're happy. I'm happy. We're done with those. And so until next time, we'll see you on the next video.